we're going to have a great company that we get to lead to our heirs, and that one day your children and your grandchildren's grandchildren, like the ones that created this very building we're in, will proudly say, my mom and dad were shareholders in ViSalus. And that's why we're able to give to our church. That's why my child is able to get the education that he needs, or your children are able to, or their children, or the community, because we are owners of this great company. So my challenge to each and every single one of you is go after that equity like you've never gone after anything you've ever gone after in your life. I gave that same message to the first shareholders of ViSalus when we closed the pool. And there's a lot of individuals that are now multimillionaires as a result of taking action on that. I hope that every single one of you will hear my words here today and take that level of action and just go after it with intensity. You have it within you. You know exactly what you need to do. And that's what this weekend is about. You're going to learn. If you don't feel like you know what you need to do, you're going to have the leadership here in the room. You're going to have our latest and greatest being rolled out. You're going to have a specific game plan as to how to hit national director and beyond, so there should be no reason why you don't. That's what this weekend is about for leadership in this room. And last, what I would do, every one of your guests right now tonight, get on the phone, drag them out here. There is nothing better to do in Grand Rapids than be here. I promise you. It's like nobody's going to go take a dip in the river this weekend. Get them here, so they can hear about the equity program, so they can hear about the initiatives we're rolling out, so they can get trained. But don't let them give you excuses, because you know better than them. After having heard, from me directly, from Matt Parr, and from the other leaders, you know better than them how important this is to them and their families. So you guys know that. So I would be courageous. Fill this room here tomorrow. There's a lot of open space here in this room. And I hope you get all of your friends and all of your family out here. And we take this weekend very seriously, because this year is almost over. All the work that you've done in January, which is fantastic. You guys have killed it. Company's up 20+% growth, and it's growing. We're halfway through February. The action that you take in March, and then the event that we have in April, is going to determine your year. I would look at it with a level of urgency, a level of intensity, as though this year is done. All of your goals and everything are going to be handled this weekend by who you have in the room, and then by the work that you do to get people to NST in Fort Lauderdale. And everything else is done. Your business either is going to be a great success this year, or it is not, by the level of intensity that you invest into it between now and just a few short months away in NST. And then obviously what happens at NST is going to be the catapult for you, or the launch pad. So take this seriously. I guarantee you, the people that take action in January and February are the people that are going to yield or receive the most of the 3% equity that we delve out at the end of the year. Will it be you?
Yeah.
It's easy. Guys, this is going to be easy for you. If you take it seriously and you say, I will not take any vacations, I will not, I will restrain myself, or resist actions that don't support my ViSalus business, meaning I'm not going to do anything but build my ViSalus business during this period of time. I will restrain myself from thoughts that aren't conducive to my ViSalus business. Like, the thought of pizza with ranch dressing might not be the best thought, or the thought that I'm going to, not call my list, or the thought that I'm not going to, follow the game plan that the leaders give me. Those thoughts that, that constantly pop up that tell you, to do whatever you want to do, or give Ert a day off, or all those thoughts that happen to all of us. You're going to restrain and resist from that. You're going to restrain and resist from actions that aren't conducive to your ViSalus business. And if you do that, if you're restrained from actions, if you're restrained from thoughts, and then the last piece of this, restraining from certain words. Because I like to tell people how I really feel most often. And sometimes they're not ready for that, right? So restraining from actions, restraining from thoughts, restraining from words, so that you can put all of your energy into building this ViSalus business over the next couple of months until NST. I guarantee you focus and you take that action like that, and you're going to have a year that you'll remember for the rest of your life. Because we're going to create a lot of value. And the work that you do, hitting national director, presidential and beyond, and helping others do the same, that's gonna be a cumulative effect, and all of us are going to be able to build off of that. So even though you might think to yourself, you might think to yourself, well, it doesn't really matter if I hit Indy or not, the company's doing great. It does. Every single one of you taking action, getting from RD to Indy, or helping a person go from RD to Indy, or even helping a person in the room this weekend get to regional director. All of that action, imagine, all around the world, in 12 some odd countries that we have. And the numbers, we're ramping up to 6 new countries a year right now. So by the end of this year, we'll probably have another 5 of them. Imagine all of us, all around the world, your brothers and your sisters, and the people that are focused on building ViSalus, creating value. And you get to receive a piece of that in the form of ownership of this company, just like I have. And how many more minutes do I have? I think I'm up on my 25. And I'll end with this, guys. The reason why I'm so passionate about this, I'm on a rant, having been up at 5 a.m. and having it's not easy getting into Grand Rapids and so forth. But I'm on a passionate rant on the subject because this is the way my family gets paid. I'm not in the upline, I'm not in the downline, I make a nominal salary. I mean, I'm talking far less than any of our leaders make. My family gets paid based on our company being a profitable, successful company. That's my family's legacy. And I so much believe in that I gave $34 million of my family's wealth, which is the vast majority of it, in order to be able to build equity value with all of our families together indefinitely, right? So that's how serious I am about this. That I'd be willing to take my family's net worth and put it into a thing called equity. Because I believe in what we're building. I make less than what our